Hey guys, it's Dark again. I just came back from the German community event Adventure Series 4, and my friend actually won that with Tyrant. Congratulations to him. And I played MaloMyotismon, and at some point I was 4-0, and I played really well actually. And I think I could have done better if I was well focused, because the deck is very complicated. I think I could have done at least 6-2. It sounds crazy, but there are two games I knew I would have won if I played better, but I don't want to make excuses. No shade to my opponents, they were all very nice, but people voiced their concern. They wanted to know the deck list, because seeing MaloMyotismon at the higher tables was kind of crazy, and I was really happy to see that it worked the way it did, because I put a lot of effort in this deck. I played it a lot at DCGO, which was where it is nerfed because of some bugs, but this video is about the deck, and if I have time I will explain some combos, but this is just about the deck list, so let's hop right into it. So first up we have 5 Eggs, MaloMyotismon BT3 and BT15. The BT15 lets you trash a level 5 from your hand to draw 2, which will obviously be Arukenimon, Mamimon or Myotismon itself. MaloMyotismon will draw 1, trash 1. You just need more eggs and more cycle, that's about it. There's nothing special here. Like every rogue deck or deck which can afford doing it, we don't need our raising, so we play 8 Ukumons and we play 1 Demidevimon, which is in engine actually. It searches everything relevant for you, like the Tamer, Arukenimon, Myotismon, and trashes 1 card. So if you play it hard, it's like a -1, but it has Myotismon in text. It can be played by the Tamer as well, so it's at least going neutral there. But it's important that he's purple, so you can still use purple options if you start within an opening hand, which is not too bad at all. As you can see, these are my level 5s, and this is very uncommon actually, because the more popular versions don't play Myotismons at all, or they play Myotismon Ace. But this is the lineup I go with. Arukenimon and Mamimon, there should not be too much to explain. They fix your hand, they set up your trash, they are the key engine in your deck. You can play them reduced by 3 if you have the dual Tamer, by 0 even. And one thing to note, the better or more accustomed I got to my deck, the better Arukenimon became. Mamimon is very good to fix your hand, but Arukenimon is not to be underestimated, because she reveals 5, trashes 2, and then you can stack the order the way you want to, and you really go through the deck very fast. Myotismon BT8 has the effect on Evo, trash top 2 cards, and then if I have UQ and trash, I can play them from trash for free, but that will not come up ever, because we don't have level 4. But the important skill is he's not Myotismon Ace, and he has an inherit. The inherit says, on deletion, if this Digimon has Myotismon in name, play 1 UQ from hand or trash suspended. And that's the important part, you get UQ suspended for free if something evolves on top of it and dies. So UQ itself says, if Myotismon is deleted on field, you can suspend him to gain 1 memory. That's like Analog Boy or something. The most important part is end of opponent's turn. If this Tamer is suspended, it doesn't even matter how he was suspended. You can delete him to play MaloMyotismon from trash. So you float into a level 6 if you have him suspended at the opponent's turn. At the end of the opponent's turn, so most likely they cannot react. And Myotismon X, which is great, digivolves for free on Myotismon, so the inherit is live like this. And he has on play, on evolution, delete level 4 or lower, which comes up really often actually, against red hybrid, blue hybrid, Numemon, anything Ukumon related. So that effect is really neat. But the most important effect is, on deletion, if he has Myotismon or X antibody in his sources, you can play a level 6 Myotismon from trash. Not just Malo, not Venu, you can play either of them. So if you delete them like this, he floats into a level 6 Digimon, which is really, really great. Just know that if you delete him like this, you get Yukio for free, he floats into level 6, and at the end of the opponent's turn you get another level 6. So Myotismon X technically floats into 2 level 6s during different timings, which is really, really cool. These are my Myotismon level 6 related Digimons. Just 2 MaloMyotismon and 4 of the new MaloMyotismon. MaloMyotismon has the neat effect on play, on Digivolve, on deletion, delete level 5 or lower. And as you can see, you can cheat him with Myotismon X, so you get the on play if you do it like that. You can evolve them, so you get the evo effect, and the on deletion effect, you get it when he gets deleted. So most of the time he will delete 2 things, which is really neat. He is really good against the Numemon matchup. I know they can force you to delete something they want to be deleted anyway, but as long as they don't kill you, it's fine. Let's just talk about MaloMyotismon for a second, because the deck revolves around him, and some people, or most people, don't even know what he does. So on evolution and on attack, not once per turn, you can delete one of your Digimons or Tamers to delete an unsuspended Digimon on the opponent's field. If that effect didn't delete an opponent's Digimon, you can delete a Tamer, which is really, really strong. But the most important effect is the second one, all turns, once per turn. If a Digimon or Tamer on your side of the field gets deleted by an effect, the opponent trashes 1 security. So on evolution you can force it, on attack you can force it, and on opponent's turn, if they delete something on your board, which is not Malo, they will have to trash a security. So he burns it to security, so you have you slowly chip them down. But just like this is a fine card, but he costs 5. But we have ways to cheat him out, like Myotismon X antibody, or other ways to make it less painful to digivolve him. These are my utility level 6s, Nidhoggmon and Beelzemon from EX6. Nidhoggmon has the effect, if you discard him from your hand, you just gain 1 memory, which helps you extend plays a lot and is unpredictable or gives you more leeway to extend your plays or set up even faster or better. And Beelzemon is a really good utility card. He has Digivolve 2 if you have 10 cards in trash, which is really nice, and he has Rush, so he gives you a little bit of more reach. He's basically my Blitz Omnimon with extra steps, but he does his job really good. Most people, or actually all people, expected me to play the Lilith Loop variant with Lilithmon and Jack Raids and loop the rune modes to lock the opponents from turn and clear their board. But as you can see, I don't do that, because I think Myotismon X Antibody and MaloMyotismon together, they will chip away from the security from the opponent, and you have a greater defensive tools, so you can win easier or faster. But I felt way more comfortable with this deck, so this is a no Lilith Loop variant. Level 7 is just rune mode. He's a really good card, unfair even sometimes, but we can cheat out level 6s in the opponent's turn where they cannot interact with them, so we have a free rune mode, so to say, so there's no reason not to play him. But I only play 1 because the deck space is really tight, and most of the time I always have, if I want to, have access to him, because I cycle so fast through the deck, and of course I will play Calling. Most of the time I have access to him or my other Digimon, one of like Beelzemon or even Nidhoggmon. So just 1 rune mode. These are my options. Deathclaw, delete your own Digimon to level 4, really good against Numemon again. And the most important fact is the Stealth Deletion card, which is really great in every purple deck for its utility, and it just costs 1. Calling, there's a reason why it's restricted. Resource Loop, Self Deletion, costs only 1. Just a really great card. Pummel its intended purpose was to just be discarded to gain an additional draw, but the deletion effect that it deletes level 4 or lower comes up quite often. If it's hit in security, it's nice, and sometimes I even had to play it to delete stray Bokumons or Ukumons or something. It's also a utility card, but the main purpose was just for the draw 1, but it's a good card all around. So our Tamer lineup is mostly don't special, I think. Awakenimon Mamimon Tamer is mandatory for the engine. You need at least one to even play the deck properly, and it goes crazy if you have two on field. There's like really big extensive combos you can do if you have two on field. There's like a big difference between 1 and 2. It gets diminishing returns if you have 3 or 4 on field at the same time for some reason. It's not as explosive as 2, it's just win more and more steps. Yukio is mandatory for the float into Malo levels. MaloMyotismon from Grave. He's also Myotismon in text, so you can play him with Mamimon or Awakenimon. He gets recycled with the BT8 Myotismon, so he's also mandatory for the deck. But like I said before, you get access to the pieces really fast, and Yukio is even good in the trash, so Awakenimon can easily just trash dump him and it's fine. 2 Digimon Emperors, because in this day and meta it's needed, and I don't think he will be gone. If Ukumon gets hit, I still think he will be around. Maybe less, but I still think he will be around pretty much. 2 Mets, because he has 2 synergies. He's a memory setter. Like I said, it's great to start with 3 memory because Awakenimon Mamimon costs 3 if you play them when the Tamer is out. So Met secures that you do that. And he even has more synergy with Mamimon because he trashes a card from your hand, so he effectively sets you to 4 if you play Mamimon. And if you even discard Nitokumon, you have 5 memory. You see where this is going. And one of the key cards in this deck, even though I just played 2 because the deck space is tight, is Alice. Alice is just way too good, and I will go into the deck, into the combos right now.
Let's start. So Ukumon, to secure you go to 3, use the dual tamer, Mami, draw 2, trash 2, play something from trash, it's Mamimon again, draw 2, trash 2, Nitokumon gain 1, Alice to evolve for 2, cost for Alice, resolve Mamimon first, get the tamer, cost for Malo, evolve effect, get the tamer, delete the tamer, tamer gets Mamimon back. Easy, clean combo which costs effectively 5. Next, secure 3 memory. Somehow, this time with memory boost, draw 2, trash 2. Play Mamimon again, draw 2, trash 2. Alice effect. Delete Mamimon. Go. Bizamon for 0. Swing. Omnimon for game basically. Same setup, just instead of Mamimon you get Myotismon, Myotismon X evolve, delete. Attempt to delete over Myotismon X, but delete him with Alice so that the evolution gets cancelled. You still get the on deletion effect. You end up with Yukio and Venomyotismon for free. Then you go calling, delete your Mamimon and get the dual tamer back, pass him to 1. That's also a very common play I do. Venu could also be Malo, so you can choose either way, but make sure to have at least 1 Malo in trash when Yukio is suspended. Same starter again, Digimon for 3, delete Tamer, Myotismon, go to Myotismon X Antibody. This time we Deathclaw it, just to show you that you have more than one way to self-delete your Myotismon X. It is important that he gets deleted if you commit to him. I show you again, you can get either one of those. Yukio will always be suspended, so you secure your Malo in the next turn if they don't have Tamer hate. And this is 1-2 Tamer combo I do. You can play the level 5 for 0 because you deleted 2 of them. They do stack. Nitokumon discard 1. Get 2 Digimon, but they delete themselves at the end. Aokeni, Myotismon, Myotismon X. Alice effect. Malo deletes Myotismon X. For cost for Alice, Myotismon X effect first. Get Yukio. Get Malo. Malo will then delete Alice. Both saw something gets deleted. Opponent has to burn 2, so he's at -2 security. Ukumon swing, -3 security, and Beelzemon can go for game, potentially So this was one of the faster combos, but there are like way more things you can do. This was just some pointers. The deck has many ways to play. So this was just a few combos.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the deck profile. At the end I will post the whole list again so you can see it in one view with a lot of time. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next one. Goodbye.